Better Call Saul, Season 6 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching Better Call Saul, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This will be Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 6. The title of this episode is called Axe and Grind. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So it starts off with a young Kim who is caught stealing and is in the back office at a store. Her mom arrives and she's told that Kim stole earrings and a necklace, and her mom is furious and wants the police called, but the person that works at the store kind of says, well, we're supposed to if it's over $20, but, I have some say in the situation. And then Kim's mom wants to pay for the items. He's like, oh, it's not necessary, don't worry about it. And what ends up happening is Kim gets out without any police involvement, and her mom doesn't seem all that upset about it afterwards. And then they get in the car, and her mom actually gives her a necklace, I believe, as like a gift. So I don't know if this was some kind of ruse or something like that. And then she looks at Kim and says, relax, you got away with it, which she didn't really get away with it, but she didn't get really in any trouble. So I'm not really sure what to make of the whole situation. I'm guessing it wasn't, but there was things that led me to believe that her mom didn't even give a shit about it, even though she was acting like she did. We also see Howard getting ready for work, his daily routine of sorts. He does have a female guest over, and I'm sure we've seen that character before, but my mind is drawing a blank on who it is. What happened was I watched all these episodes of Better Call Saul Season 1 and caught up to Season 6 in like a 3-week time period, and everything just gelled together. This show, I would rather have taken my time and let things kind of resonate, watched an episode every couple days or every week, if even, but I didn't have time to wait that long, so I apologize if I should know who that character is, but I don't remember. Howard's PI gives him his findings on Jimmy. He says Jimmy really stuck to his routine, except for the fact that he went to the bank and took out approximately $20,000. And then someone goes to see Dr. Caldra, and he was actually busy with Jimmy and Kim. He gives Jimmy something that won't show up on any blood panel, and he says the other stuff is getting to be too much. And he actually lets them look at his black book, because he wants to get out of the business. He's ready to leave that business. And what's cool about that is in his black book, he also has a card for the best quality vacuum, which leads to Ed, Robert Forster's character, rest in peace, Robert Forster, that was in Breaking Bad, and he was in one episode of Better Call Saul, and El Camino, actually. So I'm sure he saves somebody or hides somebody in this season. I'm guessing it'll probably be Kim at some point. And then Cliff asks Kim how she left HHM, and she says she owes everything to Howard Hamlin. Kim visits Jimmy's office and gets to talk to Francesca. She's actually very happy to see Kim once she realizes that it's actually her. Jimmy's working on something with his crew, the camera guy, the sound guy, and the makeup girl. They're having someone dress up and pretend to be that person that Kim found out was helping the firm from her old paralegal, something like that. I don't remember the exact details, but it's this old guy with a mustache, and he's apparently going to play that guy or something like that. But anyway, Lalo Salamanca goes to visit someone on private property who's chopping wood, and then the guy notices Lalo come up, and then he starts to run. Lalo pulls his gun out, and the guy hides in his shed or something, farmhouse, whatever you want to call it, and Lalo goes after him. And eventually, he actually stabs Lalo with the axe in the side. I hope Lalo's going to be all right. But Lalo survives, and he eventually fucks this guy up. And he might be chopping off some limbs, it sounds like. I don't recall where he cut him, because I only watched it one time. I didn't go back or anything, but he must have cut him pretty bad where he's got to chop off a limb or something like that. but he wants to talk to him before he does anything more deadly to this character that we've never seen before. He had mentioned something to him about Gus, too, before he got the upper hand on him. And then Jimmy has Francesca call to find information on the Sandpiper hearing, also gets the code and what number to call in the code. And then when he goes back in his office, one of his clients is actually peeing in Saul Jimmy's office when they return inside. And Saul tells Francesca, clean up on aisle 9. And she says, you clean it up. Like, she's kind of annoyed with him. It's pretty evident she actually likes Kim and really doesn't like Jimmy/Saul to a degree, but he pays the shit out of her, so she's kind of got to, turn the other cheek. Mike's at the laundromat. Tyrus is mad that Mike pulled off guys on his own house, as Salamanca knows who he is. And he's like, you know what? If Gus has a problem, he can talk to me about it. If you have a problem, I'm right here. And then Mike's watching his granddaughter and his son's ex-wife, or widow, I guess you want to say, do some stargazing. Mike is actually talking to him on the phone while he looks at him from binoculars. I think he's at Gus's house, maybe? I don't recall where he was there. But he has a conversation with Haley Ehrmantraut and his son's widow. And that doesn't last very long. And then we see Jimmy and Kim go out to Omaha Beach as they're right outside HHM. Jimmy goes to pick up a bottle of that tequila, that really expensive tequila that's been throughout the show, and I don't remember the name of it for some reason. It's just bad. From the liquor store. But then notices the guy with the mustache is there, and all of a sudden he has a broken arm. So Jimmy calls to warn Kim, and he tells her, let's pull the plug and live to fight another day. And Kim pauses for a second and says, it happens today. Turns around and drives the other way as the episode ends. And now we are ready for the mid-season finale of Better Call Saul. Very brief mid-season finale. So this episode, it had some random characters that were introduced that I couldn't remember the names of or really weren't given much time. Like the person that was at Howard's house. I'm sure that's somebody that works at HHM, I think, or maybe it's somebody at... No, it's somebody probably at HHM. You had the guy with the mustache, which his name... Jimmy says it when he's talking to Kim on the phone at the end, but I just didn't... At that point, it really didn't matter what his name was. This mustache guy that's going to oversee something or something like that. And then you had the guy chopping wood, who was apparently connected to Gus Fring somehow, some way. So... interesting stuff. I think this was a better episode than the last one because it's got some mystery and it's setting up for something huge. As far as a score of this particular episode, I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And I think in my opinion, the standout character in this episode, me personally, I think it was Kim. She seems to be like doing more of the stuff here. Obviously, Jimmy Saul is the most important character on the show. And I think even Francesca had some moments in this episode, but I would certainly give it to Kim, although initially I was thinking Howard at the beginning, but then he kind of didn't really have much of a role as the episode went on. So that's my analysis for the episode. So now it's your turn. I want to hear what you have to say if you're a fan of Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad or El Camino, Breaking Bad movie, or you like The Walking Dead, Dexter, New Blood, Lost, Game of Thrones, any of those shows that I cover, UFC fight reactions, or if you just want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, make sure that you smash that like button, share the video with whomever you want and whatever social media platform that you want to share it on, if you want. You don't have to, though. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on the episode. If you want to comment on the things that I'm not sure on and that you know for sure on, that'd be great. Be nice. I can't remember all this stuff. I watched it too fast and like stuff didn't resonate in my mind. So it's my bad. And then, if you want to score the episode, that'd be great. Whatever you want to score it out of 10. And what would be, or whom would be your character of the episode. My favorite moment of this episode was when they looked through the guy's black book and you saw the card for the vacuum cleaner thing. That was pretty cool. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.